So we're super excited about this year's institute. We were able to still conduct it, which we at first, we didn't know it was going to happen because of the pandemic. And we're just so happy that everybody came together. All of our, sponsors and the people involved were kind enough to support us like they did in previous years. And of course, thanks to Capitol Hill, to Gloria, Stephanie, and Miriam Ortega, and Miriam Campos, and Diana Cardenas, and Greg Holman, who were all very essential to the success of this institute. And of course, my co-instructor, Victor Caballero, and all the amazing guest instructors, Eli Argot, Cecilia Hernandez, and the Telemundo crew. Also had Andrew Smith, with Metro Tech. So Metro Tech had a big impact on this institute. Of course, our honorary padrino, Lance McDaniel, was there on day one as well. So we're just so thankful for everybody. Since day one, the students were able to learn so much about, the storytelling aspects of a film, how to create your characters, how to give them a purpose in a film. And with the help of our amazing instructors, Victor and Andrew Smith, like on the first stage, we were able to show them the very basics of camera work and storytelling, which are kind of some of the main pillars for a good story. And then from there, we tasked the students to create their own story.
Well, the workflow was it was definitely a lot, because we didn't really know what the storyline was going to be, but many people participated in it as well. So we completed it as a group together. So that was a little bit complicated, but we finished it. So that was a writing process.
Just writing, I had super fun because I'm a writer in general. So it was just super fun for me.
I really like coming up with the characters and what they're gonna say, and not just writing down what they're gonna say, but writing down where you're filming it at and all the other stuff like that. That's also just as important as the dialogue.
I helped a little bit with the story. I went to the meetings and stuff at Alba Shaw.
We were able to get a couple of the students to come to some of these external, writing workshops. And also Omar Castillo was one of the guest instructors, and was able to take some of the students and then just kind of lead them on a writing path.
Oh, honestly, it was the funnest thing I've ever, we got sushi, we got teas. And then he just he was so enthusiastic. He was we were all yes, we love it, yes. And then he started going into details about scenes and stuff, and we were just so interested. We're just and then we could cut the camera here.
It was really fun. I really liked it. I think I really liked the filming the most, to be honest.
Filming day was fun, as always. You get to see them actually, act. They get to bring their story to life.
So for me, the most fun during the institute is when they're filming, because you actually get to see them learn how to work the camera, how to work the scene, how to block your actors, how to work with the lighting, with the microphone, with sound, and so they just learn, and they're involved in the scenes and with the actors and their lines. So it's really good to see them, just kind of blossom, the day of filming. So to me, that's my favorite day, when they actually get to film their story.
It was exciting to me because I learned new things, all the camera work and all the stuff around me. It was really fun.
We had to take so many retakes though. That wasn't the fun part, but it was really fun.
You had to focus on your lines, even though I would sometimes forget them. I'll be line all the time,
And then my scene was a little hard on me just because I had some issues with it in general.
Trying to express emotions out there isn't easy as you see on TV.
Overall, it was super fun, and I was just happy I got to meet a bunch of people and that I could just learn how to do this in general.
I had a good time. And we used Andrea's house.
When I was thinking of Naomi and Vanessa, the characters, I was thinking I have multiple rooms, so maybe I had one room that was fancy, Vanessa. I could look like Vanessa, and then another room that was not so fancy, but Naomi vibes, I guess.
And so I was like, maybe I can like volunteer to use my house.
And we saw like her dogs and stuff and her chickens and her like her baby goat or sheep or whatever.
And we needed an area to socially distance. And I'm like, you know, I live out in the country. It's a pretty big area.
One scene where Naomi was like fighting with her mom, it was really powerful.
The person that plays Naomi's mom is named Stephanie.
Like how mad they were, it was really cool. Even though it was just acting.
She's so cool. It's like she helped me and the person playing Vanessa get into character, and she like gave us like a little acting lessons before, and she was like, it was like a really good, like she like get really in tune and like told us how to like prepare for it, just like don't freak out, just be calm, like just be cool. And I think it went really well. Like I feel like it went really well. I feel like we really clicked.
How was it watching, you know, Mom?
Oh, I don't know. It's kind of weird just because I don't see her as like that. I see her kind of just like helping me out with homework and doing stuff around the house. It was really cool to see her in a whole different environment, doing something new. She really loved the experience too. So yeah, it was just really cool.
I'll say my favorite part was probably like writing the story and like kind of producing it at my house. It was just a really interesting experience because like I kind of see like way certain angles should be filmed at, or like certain lines that should be said, or certain ways the camera should pan over to kind of show like a story.
I'm more interested in like the cinematography and how like a shot is framed.
But I feel like the day of the shooting, because everyone was just like, oh my god, what are we doing? And it was just like, it was really fun to see everyone like get like come together and like just like make a film.
I liked actually like doing the director, like I liked being there and like actually being able to see the camera and seeing everything that's happening. And then whenever we went into the rooms, I got to see like how to put the people on the bed and like different stuff. I loved doing that. That was super fun.
So my other favorite part would be the filming day and just working with the camera and with the other people, and just kind of seeing how it is.
My first year, I definitely wanted to do like more editing, but I've noticed that it's not my biggest fear. So I'd probably go into like camera work and all that, because I've noticed that I've done way better with that.
I really like this, what's it called? Script supervisor. It's really fun because you can like tell people what to do. I guess like not like that, but like tell them like, oh, you just take out this because I think that would be better, because stuff like that.
Mainly just like being in command, telling people like where to stand or something. Yeah, it's like that's what I'm best at.
I got to like even direct to like tell them, oh, like stop, cut, whatever. But like I feel like nervous about it because I didn't like really know how to do it. But like Rory like told me like, oh, do this or do that. So that was really fun. Yeah, I like that.
Like even though you're not like an actor, you like help a lot.
Probably editing and filming were my favorite parts. I just got to have more experience with, you know, cameras. I kind of found what kind of camera I want to buy too. I've got to use Final Cut Pro, which I usually use Premiere Pro. So that was kind of a new experience for me that I liked.
My first year, I'd say my favorite part was acting. Last year, I'd say my favorite part was probably shooting behind the scenes. And this year, my favorite part is probably editing right now.
And we're also really thankful to Oklahoma City University. Today we are on our last day editing, you know, with the students. It's so nice to actually have hands-on experience, you know, on these editing workstations with Final Cut Pro. I mean, that's just unbelievable. Yeah, we're able to be here. So thank you to Oklahoma City University and our amazing instructors here, Brian Cardinal Powell and Billy Palumbo. It's just an amazing opportunity for the students to be able to get their hands on, you know, on these, you know, editing workstations.
For the last few years, your students have been coming out after they've done their filming and coming over to the digital lab here at Oklahoma City University to do the editing process. It's been really fun and exciting to have them come each year. We're particularly excited we were able to do it this year, especially since it's been such a crazy year with COVID and everything like that. It turns out that just as things were getting under control there, you guys were filming your project, and so we could accommodate having you guys come in and edit with us.
Actually, OKCine's come, this is their 4th year that they've done the editing here with us. And it's always fun to see each time there's different projects, some of the students come back the next year, or a couple of years in a row. And so we sort of get to know them, even though it's only one day a year. But seeing the process and how they all kind of work through story and editing is always fun.
So one of the things that it's really important if you're trying to learn how to make a movie is to actually have access to the things that you need to actually make the movie. So yeah, I think it's probably a great experience for students to be able to come in, have access to sit in front of the computer, be able to do the edit on the project that they just filmed together, talk with their fellow filmmakers about the choices that they're making, have some other folks that are like the instructors walking around to help out just to make sure that they're sort of getting in the right direction or exploring ideas, those sorts of things. Nothing beats being able to actually be in front of the machine though and do it.
Well, I love seeing when there are students who are excited about filmmaking and working together, working with each other, and the excitement when they click the button and it works, and they're like, oh wow, it does, that's what I wanted it to do. Or they look at the footage and it's all of these takes and with the slate in it and people yelling action and cut, messing up, and then within an hour, 2 hours, they've shaped the scene or even the entire project.
I just kind of figured out like why scenes are shot the way they are. Like I thought that's weird that we have a scene, we stop in the middle, if we mess up then go again, but I realized in editing you just add a different scene in, kind of like that kind of stuff.
The excitement that they have, and already somebody in there was like, why is this so fun? They didn't expect sitting at a computer to be fun, but because it's engaging with the story, they're having a good time.
I think for both Billy and me, we're both very dedicated to the idea of young people learning how to make movies and follow the ideas that they have. So for us, this is a great opportunity for people who are in high school, who are not in college yet, to get a chance to see what it's like to be here at the university, see what the equipment is like, and to have a chance to interact a little bit with us and see maybe what it would be like to study film full-time as they go into college or something like that.
The experience here has been really great. Like these past 3 years, yeah, I've learned so many new things. Yeah, so that's why I keep coming back every year.
These past 3 years have been pretty fun, amazing. I've learned a lot from behind the scenes, how to shoot, how to act better, how to edit as well, and it's just really good to go, you know?
So it's so great to see returning students come back, because our goal in the Film Institute is to be able to teach them the ropes, teach them and plant that seed that would make them, come back, and that would make them want to pursue this as a career. And even if they don't, and necessarily end up making films, maybe they can take some of these activities or some of these, knowledge onto a different career path. But working as a team, collaborating, networking, all of these traits are traits that they can use in many other fields. So we're just thankful for everybody that comes back, that keeps coming back, and that keeps wanting to learn about filmmaking.
That's what it's all about, is seeing these students after they get out of this workshop, that they work on their own stuff. That's what it's all about. For myself, for Roy, that is the goal, is that they do, and they develop their own stories, and we work for them one day. So yeah, I love it.
So like I started it in without like knowing nothing at all, and it was just crazy. I was like, what am I getting myself into?
At first I was like, dang, I don't want to do this. This is really confusing.
But like when I started going there, it was very interesting for me, because like I got to learn different things that I thought I would never learn in my life.
But now I'm like, oh, actually I kind of like it.
I never thought myself to be in like film and stuff, but like this actually kind of opened my eyes towards maybe I should pursue this film or something like that.
Later on in the year when I go on to like college, I'm planning to like major in that.
I personally love it. I mean, I got to meet a lot of new people, and just writing it, I had super fun because I'm a writer in general. So it was just super fun for me. And then whenever we actually started filming, I felt like this was just super fun to like see everything and like go through and be a different director and different stuff.
Well, I've been having like so much fun in the Institute overall. I'm learning a lot of new things. I'm seeing that this work is not easy. Like you have to put like a lot of effort into it. So I'm just really happy to be here and learn new things with all these awesome people.
It really changed my perception of movies. Now when I go see one, I think more like how many times did it take to get that scene, you know, and how many times did they have to do, like, move the set around, get everything in the right place and to edit it. And just, I think about all the stuff behind the stage, like not just the acting anymore. I can see really more into it than I would a couple years ago or, you know, the other day.
I mean, this is my 3rd year. Maybe I could come back for a 4th year. We'll have to see. We'll have to see.
Definitely. I'd love to do it again. I was hoping. Yes.
Yes, totally. I absolutely loved it. And I mean, I love doing different stuff like this. I'm a very creative person. I like writing, drawing, all sorts of different stuff. And so whenever I got to actually do more filming, not just in school, it kind of heightened, like, with editing. It's a little hard for me, but I mean, I'm still learning and I still am having a lot of fun with it. And so just all in general, it just felt like an overall great experience. Like, I loved it.
It's just an amazing experience. Like, it's overall so much fun, so educational, and just so inspirational to me. Like, I don't know, because now I kind of want to do more stuff with this.
It's really amazing that they're giving us, like, high schoolers and people 16, 17 years old the chance to do stuff like this, to kind of let us know that there's more than just an office job. You don't have to take that. There's so many different careers that you can do in the movie industry, and I don't know, I guess it just really shows that if you're passionate about something, you can really do it.
The whole instructors and stuff, they're amazing, they're kind, and like they're easy to talk to. And then I know some teachers in like schools, it's kind of hard to talk to, but like they're just so welcoming and so open, and they're willing to help.
I kind of wish there were a couple more Saturdays, but with being the, you know, amount of time, I understand. I do wish that I would have kind of found this program out a couple years ago or a little bit earlier on.
Just find like a program that will help you, because I didn't figure this out until like my sophomore year of high school, and yeah, this is the reason I figured out what I wanted to do for college and all that.
That's the only thing, is that I wish I would have tried this a long time ago, because I do find it to be very interesting, and I do really like it, and I do recommend it.
I wish I had this when I was going to school. I did have a production class, but we didn't really touch base on filmmaking. And to see them and what they get out of it and what they do with it, it means everything.
I mean, I look forward to it every year. I love having these students come in and knowing that they may not have access to these tools outside of our lab here. And it connects us with the community, and it also hopefully shows the students that there's a university right here in the city that can offer these programs to them and approach it collaboratively and individually and artistically. I think there's some mutual benefit for it.
I would say that if you have like really just any interest in filmmaking, that you should do it, because I mean, it's great. I mean, it's a great opportunity to meet people. It's a great opportunity to just be behind the camera or in front of the camera. It's a great opportunity to just put yourself out there and actually do it. I mean, it isn't that hard when you think about it. Like, when you're actually like in it doing it, it's way more fun than you think it's gonna be hard. Like, it wasn't too hard, to be honest. And I just think it would just be a great opportunity for anyone that's just interested.
Take this, 100% take this. You will learn a lot. If you're not sure about something, you're not sure how to edit, you're not sure how to, what goes around, like behind the scenes, you're not sure what exactly to act out, this will 100% teach you.
If you're like interested but hesitant, you should still try, because like I was hesitant, you know, like even if you invite a friend, it's like, hey, you should also try it out with me, like my friend Jonas. Like, he's like, yeah, and so that kind of like boosted me to like, okay, let's go, let's do this. Just give it a try. You don't knock it until you try it.
Do it. It's really cool. I really liked it. I'm happy I did it.
Yes, definitely. I would do it again, and I would invite others to do it as well. friends and family and anyone else, because I think that this, with a lot of new generations, we're kind of starting to do different careers that our parents wouldn't see as careers, if that makes sense. So there's just so many different career paths nowadays that you can take. And I do recommend that you at least try it. And if you don't like it, well then obviously you don't have to do it again. But trying it definitely would be good.
Go for it. I don't know. You only live like one time, or as far as we know. So it's better to like try to do something with your life instead of just not.
Do it. Like in the beginning, since everyone's new, it might seem a little like, but like as soon as like when everyone gets like opens up and stuff, and like, yeah, like people were like, they're really fun. Like they're funny people in there. Like they're class clowns in there. They're funny. They're funny.
I would tell them to definitely do it. If they really like it, then they should do it because it's really fun and you get to have like an overall experience about this. So just go for it.
Yeah, I definitely come back again.